Hey, how you going, everyone? I am not up to date with this news because I don't watch the news anymore, and the only news I watch is through you guys. And I just thought I'd have a look. The accused knife man who's allegedly killed a woman, so there was one died, okay, in a Sydney CBD unit before going on a stabbing rampage and had been reported missing by his family and had been in a safe house the night before the attack. What I did hear, though, was apparently mentioned Alu Akbar, so it makes me question, is he on ice or is he on ISIS? There's a question for you. Murtney, 20, was detained by members of the public after stabbing a woman in the back with a butcher's knife, 30 centimetres butcher's knife. That's a Mick Dundee special. At the hotel CBD and trying to attack others as he wandered through the city streets. Ney is also accused of killing a 24-year-old woman believed to be a sex worker in a Clarence Street apartment before the rampage. So that's two people he's killed. This is flat out. And he lives in a milk crate. Insane. But, Murtney was detained by hero passers-by. Good old bystanders, hey? They get in there again. Good on them. Who needs police when you got bystanders? And he's got no shoes, even better. Where's his shoes? This is a fun story. Her body was found when police were called to the building just after 3 p.m, about 45 minutes after the hotel CBD stabbing. Busy fella. Police have revealed Ney spoke to the woman on the phone before he went to the unit for an appointment with the woman at about 1:30. Wow, gee. Ney was seen on CCTV leaving the building about 1:50 p.m. Gee, that was a quickie, if I'd ever seen. 20-minute session. No wonder he was angry. Ney is under police guard at Royal Prince Alfred Hospital and has undergone surgery for a knee laceration. Oh, good. I'm glad he's all right.
What they said was a cracker.
He is expected to be charged with murder and serious assault. Well, if you've said that, possibly, when he is medically fit to speak with police. But he could also face terror charges. Is that the Alu Akbar bit of it? Yeah, okay. So Alu Akbar, so ISIS. Okay. The 41-year-old woman who was stabbed remains at St Vincent's Hospital in a stable condition. Okay. So I'm confused now. Who's dead? Who's stabbed? I don't know. But anyway. News Police Commissioner Mick Full of Shit today said Ney had been reported missing by his family. Oh, good. Okay. They are concerned for his welfare. Is that why you're so quick at the scene? Wow, gee. You usually put that shit on milk cartons. He was on the system as a keep a lookout for him for both of those things. Wow. Okay. So from our perspective, again, that is not unusual in terms of what we see day in and day out in some houses across New South Wales. But it is not a common theme for someone to then take the next step of coming into the streets of Sydney with a knife and killing people and threatening to kill people. Good old CCTV, eh? Mr. Full of Shit said the rampage was not yet being treated as a terrorist incident, but Ney had some ideologies in relation to terrorism. Bit confused then. So he's going to prostitutes for 20 minutes, then he's having ice, and then he's doing ISIS. So he's a bit confused, this fella. Extremist material, including references to the Christchurch mosque shootings, was discovered on a USB drive. Fancy that. Counter-terrorism officers are looking at the thumb drive, Mr. Fuller said today. I mean, just having some footage saved on a USB drive is not a leap far enough for me to say that this is a terrorist incident. But what about the calls of Alu Akbar? Would they be? Yeah. But obviously it's extremely concerning, and it is the starting point of a long-term investigation. The violent material is understood to have included references to the recent Christchurch mosque shootings and US gun violence. Wow. So he's like, wow, all those cool cats have all got guns, and I've only got a big knife. Damn it. Their inquiries will also be supported by the terrorism. Yeah, I don't know which is more dangerous, tourists or terrorists. Police today revised the ages of Ney and the alleged murder victim after initially saying both were 21. Okay. Current Affair last night revealed that they're a legitimate source, who has a history of mental health issues, was charged with weapons offences earlier this year. Court documents show police seized a knuckle duster, from his Marylong home on April 5th. Nay faced court in June and was put on a 9-month conditional release order. He's probably ruined that now. Part of those conditions include checking himself into a mental health facility where it's understood, wow, that's a pretty extreme thing considering he had a knuckle duster that you found. Like, wow. They also sought treatment for drug issues. So he's not really ISIS, is he? Yeah. He's spoken to by police over a domestic violence incident involving his sister, counter-terrorism expert, because that'd be a thing to be an expert in, terrorism. Greg Barton urged people not to assume the attack was terror-related. Yeah, okay. It is understandable response, in fact, that we have video of him yelling Allahu Akbar. He comes from a non-religious Turkish family. Okay, so he's just yelling it out, just to confuse you all. Interesting. But the people who very bravely responded were quick to point out they weren't jumping to that conclusion. It does look much more like a mental health or a drugs problem or an unhappy, messed up life, a sad loner. Wow, why don't you just bag him out rather than somebody who was motivated by extremist ideas? The police will check it out very thoroughly. I'm sure they will. Mr. Barton said the other terror attacks can trigger other violence. Wow, even the ideology of attackers are not shared. We have seen men who are very angry, he said. That's an increasing problem. Terrorist attacks can inspire other people to act, even though, so we're going to have copycats. Oh, that's a warning. Melbourne, you reckon? Incident response is very critical, and what we saw here is the brave response by the bystanders, who didn't stand around, but who just stand around, but who acted. Yeah, wow. They probably saved many other lives being lost. Yep, probably. Quiet guy. So he's a quiet guy, but he was angry. Quiet guys keep to himself, but you knew a fair bit about him. So, yeah, there you go. That's my little read-up on it. Exciting times. Enjoy your day. Just remember, if anybody yells out Allahu Akbar, it does not mean they're a terrorist. Just letting you know. See yous.